This video is how to attach an invoice into Maintenance Manager. So with Maintenance Manager, you do actually have to do a slightly different step when you invoice. So what we're going to do is today we're going to attach the invoice for 68 Riding Road. So what you need to do is go into Fleetmatics and we're going to come across to Jobs. We're going to select the invoice and the property that we want to attach the invoice to, which is 68 Riding Road. So by clicking on the job, we can then open it up. So we've got the job details, we've got the completion details. So this was what was completed by the plumber and his start and finish time at the property. We then go across to invoicing and payments. And as you can see here, the invoice has been completed, and you can check that by clicking on plumbing services, and that will obviously give you the breakdown of the invoice. So what we need to do is head over to Maintenance Manager, and within Jobs here you'll find obviously all of our any quotes that we have, any jobs that we have. Within Tools, we want to go to Documents Received. So we actually need to upload the invoice, and it's called adding to your bucket. So select files from your bucket. So we need to add the invoice here into our bucket on Maintenance Manager. And how we do that is by selecting and copying this email. And we go back to Fleetmatics, and what we want to do is we want to email the invoice. Before we email it, we just want to click on Email Invoice. We want to delete the address that's currently in there, and we paste in our new address. Okay, so that's the address there, as you can see. Now we can double check 68 Riding Road in Hawthorn, which is correct. The description, again correct. And the completion notes. So that is the correct invoice to the correct property, 68 Riding Road. So what we want to do is send invoice. And you do need to wait approximately 1 to 2 minutes whilst that loads into the Maintenance Manager system. Okay, so we can see here that the job invoice has now loaded, and so it will show the correct date being today's date, the 1st of June, and we can actually check that it's come across correctly by clicking on this little magnifying glass. So if we click on that, it will actually bring up the invoice. So again, you're just wanting to double check 68 Riding Road and that it is the correct invoice for that property. Once we've done that, what we need to do is go back to Jobs, and we're going to scroll down to Jobs there. We're going to select 68 Riding Road, and we're going to let the property manager know that the job has been completed, and we're going to invoice now. So the only two sections we need to complete is invoice number and total amount, and we get that from the invoice. So again, just come down here, you can click on the magnifying glass. So the invoice number is 3022A, and the total amount is $291.50. So we close out. Invoice number 3022A, total amount $291.50, and we want to select the invoice, and we just need to then hit send. And that is how you enter a invoice in Maintenance Manager.